Hello and welcome to the Riser Virtual Cheese Awards 2025. You joined us where we're discussing the traditional double Gloucester cheese in this category. There's just one cheese actually in this category that we're tasting today. I'm Danielle Tingey. I'm going to be moderating this category and I'm joined by Stephen and Charlie. If you want to say a couple of words about yourselves.
Yeah, sure. Hi, Ty. I'm Stephen Fleming. I'm the owner of George and Joseph Cheesemongers. We're an award-winning cheesemongers in Leeds, in Yorkshire. We've been here for about 15 years or so. And as well as selling cheese, we encourage people to learn about cheese through the Academy of Cheese and also to come and taste cheese with us as well.
My name's Charlie Turnbull. I have run a cheese shop for 15 years, and there is nothing like making adults happy as they come into what is basically a sweet shop. And it's been a great pleasure to taste the cheese today and really get under the skin of some of them.
Fabulous. Okay, so we're using a points-based system and we're judging and scoring against four attributes being appearance, aroma, texture, and flavour. Our judges can reward up to 10 points per category, and the flavour category is weighted by 50% to give us the end score. So, like I said, just one cheese to judge in this category. That doesn't mean it necessarily goes through automatically, though. If it doesn't perform, the judges can veto it and not let it get to the next stage, the best of category stage. So this cheese is B71024.
Okay. It being a block product, we should first say, Stephen, which we noticed over, your camera and my camera make these cheeses look very different.
They do, don't they? We were just saying that everything looks a lot paler on my screen, and yours looks more sort of vivid in terms of the orangey colour in particular.
Yeah. Mine looks more like what you're seeing in front of you.
Yeah, yeah.
So block cheddar, double Gloucester's almost certainly 25 kilos when whole, matured in plastic bags, so they never develop a rind, and so they will be consistent throughout the piece. And they also obviously don't lose any moisture during the maturation period.
Right.
So we've got a consistency there. From this one particularly, I mean, they've coloured it. People do colour double Gloucester, but it's a tradition that people vary. They can have darker and lighter colours. And double Gloucester is considered to be the posh version of single Gloucester, but single Gloucester is a PDO cheese and is made usually more traditional methods, and double Gloucester is made throughout the UK. And it's got made with full fat milk, whereas single Gloucester tends to be made with skimmed milk. So we're expecting a richer, almost cheddary kind of character, milder in flavour as a rule, but a little more sort of elastic and continuous and less acidic than red Leicester. That's sort of where I'm at. How about you?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean, to me, double Gloucester is one of those cheeses that, to my mind, has kind of been around, and it's been around forever, hasn't it? You know, in terms of you've always been able to buy it in the shops. It's always been there as one of those kind of standard cheeses that that you can pick up anywhere. Yeah.
I understand. I mean, this is coloured with annatto, which is the same as we use for red Leicester and Gouda. But originally, I believe they used a weed called lady's bed straw. Have you ever come across this?
No, I haven't. No.
Lady's bed straw, it looks like a very tall buttercup. I mean, like a metre tall, I think. Radio 4 listeners would obviously write in at this point.
And indeed, and the same motivation for adding it to improve the colour of the cheese, so it looks like it's made from richer milk, or to make it stand out from other cheeses that might be on sale at the market or wherever you're selling your products.
So I mean, we're doing for the standard 7.5 points on these.
I think so. Yeah. There's a note for the fact that they have consistent production, don't they? Every block is going to look the same. Which takes some skill and some technique to do. But
it does.
What about the smell? What are you smelling?
Well, it's not what I expected.
Me neither.
It's got a warm bakery smell.
Yeah.
Almost like a brioche, the rind on a brioche or panettone.
Yeah, I'm getting that kind of bready.
For sweet bread.
Sweet, a little bit of sort of like butteriness there as well.
Almost like a cake. You know, we just bake a cake first out of the oven. That's it's really
You
nice
know,
smell.
you
Unexpected,
know what it
really nice.
is? I think it's, you know, when you got your cake batter before you put it in the tins, before it goes in
Hmm.
the oven. It's got that,
Everyone
you
knows
know,
that's the best bit.
flour, sugar, eggs combo. Yeah, you know, why? Who was it that said, "Why do we ruin a cake by baking it?"
So I'm cutting it. It is cutting very smoothly, very easily, and it breaks nicely into a.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to slice it thinly for your sandwiches, this is going to be the one, isn't it?
Mm. I mean, people do ask, why do we need double Gloucester? Because, you know, we've got red Leicester, we've got cheddar, which are two more popular styles. And I'm going to be honest here, it is making a case for a distinct character. That cakiness, that baked cakiness is in the flavor as well.
Yeah, and it is different. It's like, I agree with you. It's like, well, on the face of it, why do we need this in that world of other cheeses? But it is distinctly different from the cheddar.
Do you know double Gloucester well enough to know if this flavor we're tasting is endemic in the style, or because it tends to be that the creamery interpretations of these traditional cheeses are more sweet or Helveticus led?
It's a long time since I've tried a double Gloucester, I have to confess. So it is a difficult one to measure.
Is this convincing you to go and try more though?
I think it's persuaded me that it's got a character, that it's distinct. I mean, that, you
Mhm.
know, I think I've got a slight sensitivity to it, to egginess, but here it's the egg that you're talking about, Stephen, of uncooked batter,
Yeah,
not the
not
sort of
scrambled egg.
scrambled egg kind of thing.
It is bringing back, for me, recollections of having had double Gloucesters many years ago. So it's recognisable in its flavour.
I don't know what the distinctive recipe characteristics of a double Gloucester are.
No,
Mm. Difficult. So aroma, we liked that brioche slash cake element, didn't we? So should we give it an 8?
yeah, I think that's fair.
Texture wise, it's a boring texture, but a very effective texture. It's got a completely smooth curd structure, and it slices nice and easily. And it's sort of, so I think reverting to our 7.5, it's doing what it's being asked for it. It's good product in that
Yeah,
sense.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Which leaves the question of what are we going to do about the flavor? Do you mind me asking it in a different way? It's like, are we going to put this through into the category winner stage?
This is very difficult when it's in a category of one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
And
we
I
have,
think if I'm going to put it out there, if we give it 8 or more, it goes through. If we give less than 8, it
we
doesn't.
say it doesn't. Yeah, and we park it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If I'm being really honest about this, I think I want some more from the flavour.
I don't. You're not being paid any more than I am, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Honesty is it. And I think you're right. Yes, it's interesting. Yes, it's delivering. But does it get from good to very good? I don't think it does.
No, I think we're in the world of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're in the world of good.
Good
So should we
slash.
give it? Should we give it a 7.9 in that, like, you know, you've
Yeah.
done well, but this does not. This does
Yeah.
not get into very good cheese. It's just a.
No,
It's just a
it's a,
good cheese.
yeah. I would agree.
Essentially, the three attributes, appearance, aroma, texture, were all stacking up, but because it's lacking on the flavour, that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, that's weighted by 50% because it's what it tastes like, what it gives you once you're eating it is what counts, isn't it?
Which is
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's right to weight it on the flavour because that is the,
Yeah.
the main event, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Fair dues. Okay. So what we're saying is the cheese B71024 scored overall out of a possible 45,
45.
34.85, so a respectable score. But because this is a competition and because there wasn't any natural competition in this category, we have taken the judges' power in this case and decided not to push it forward to best of final.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Cool.
That's what you're here for. Right, okay, so that concludes the traditional double Gloucester category. Thank you to Butler's Farmhouse Cheeses for the aprons. Thank you to Miller's for the crackers, and thank you, judges.